Hey guys, it's Karen and welcome back to my channel, The Domestic Engineer 101. Today we have our wash day chronicles. As you can see, my hair is pretty old here and dirty. This is my second wash being postpartum. First wash was when I got it straightened here. What I'm going to do is go ahead and wet my hair all over, make sure I saturate every part of my head with the water in the shower here. And then what I am going to use this go round as a shampoo. You guys can't really get a good glimpse of it here, but basically this is a almond and avocado shampoo by Design Essentials, and this is basically their natural brand. And this isn't the top that came on it. The top that I have I broke so I replaced it with a different top. So I'm going to make sure that I go ahead and make sure I put the shampoo all over my hair and make sure I get it everywhere. Because my hair is so dirty, I'm going to use a little bit more shampoo than I normally would this go around, but the slip and how much this shampoo suds is actually really well. So I just want to go ahead and make sure that I'll get as much as I can before I rinse. And one of the key factors for me in judging how clean I get my hair is after straightening it to make sure that I get back to my original curl pattern. And as you can see here, my hair is starting to curl back up. I'm going to put a little bit more in to make sure that I get the back all the way saturated and all the way sudsy. Okay, and I'm going to continue to go ahead and massage my hair, make sure that I'm getting my scalp clean and hair follicles and everything clean. And if you guys see me keep pausing and going down, I'm also recording a TikTok and Reels at the same time. Shout out to multitasking. So now I'm going to go ahead and rinse this portion of the shampoo, or this section of the shampoo, out. And when I do this, I want to make sure that I don't rinse all the shampoo out, therefore I don't have to use as much the second go round. Normally with other shampoos, my hair, I have to get it clean, I have to use probably around 3 rounds of shampoo. But I can tell with this, next time if my hair isn't as dirty, I will probably only need to go in with one wash with the shampoo. And then with my children, my girls, they only need one wash as well before their hair is completely clean with this shampoo. And got something in my eye there. Hope it's not soap or that will burn. So I'm going to go ahead now and go in for the second round. And as you can see, I used not as much as the first go round, but still enough. And this is me again with my Reels and TikTok. So as you can see, the second go round now, the hair is a little bit more cleaner this go round, so it's starting to sud quicker. And like I said, this shampoo smells amazing and the slip is awesome, and my hair just feels really clean and rejuvenated and all of the above. And I'm just making sure that I get my scalp clean. As you can see now, the length of my hair is holding the shampoo. It's getting super clean. As you can see, the shampoo doesn't look dirty. And I just want to make sure that I go ahead and now I'm going to take this brush and start to kind of detangle. And normally I would start, there we go, from the bottom and work my way up. And I'm just going to make sure that I get some of these knots out before I rinse. And I'm going to go ahead and do a full detangle once I put the conditioner in. But I want to make sure that I comb or brush this shampoo through all my tresses and to make sure that I get it all the way clean. And as you can see, some of my hair is coming out. And like I mentioned before, I am postpartum, so postpartum hair loss is in full effect around here, ladies. And if you're not hip, read up on it. Yeah, your hair is going to fall out. If you can see my edges, they look a little thinner than they normally are, but that's okay because the hair will grow back. So now this is after the second wash. I'm going to go ahead and rinse. And my hair, as you can see, it looks shiny from what you can see there. I want to make sure that I get all of the shampoo out and continue to rinse. And then, like I said, after this, I'm going to go in with a conditioner. But as you can see, my hair has reverted back to my original curl pattern after being straightened. And I'm okay with that. And then here is a better, or maybe not so much of a better glimpse, but kind of, you can see here still the avocado almond. And this is the type of top that comes with the shampoo that I broke on the shampoo bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and put that conditioner in, and I want to make sure that I get it all over my hair and make sure that I get it through everywhere so all of my hair can experience the conditioner. Like I said, the slip on this product is awesome. So my hair does not feel dry at all. And some conditioners that you use, your hair kind of feels like brittle afterwards or dry a little bit. Not with this at all. And then another good thing about this product is that you do not need a lot of it. A little goes a very long way with this. And as you can see here, you can see the shine on my hair. I'm going to put a little bit more in, as you can see, in the middle and the back, because the middle of my hair tends to get dry as well as the back. And as you can see there, like, my curls are popping, like, they're shiny. I wish that my hair looked this good as just a wash and go, but the shrinkage is real in my life. So then I'm gonna go ahead now and start to brush it out. Here I'm cleaning out my brush from the shampoo when I went ahead and detangled, so I want to make sure it's clean and that I'm getting the shot for everything else. And excuse the fuzziness on the camera, that is the steam from the water in the bathroom. But yeah, as you can see, that brush is gliding through my hair, and look at that, like, that shine, like, it looks amazing, if I do say so myself. And then the curls, like I said, are popping. Okay, let me see if I can go ahead and try to get you guys clean here. But yeah, in this process, we're sped up with the detangling, and I didn't run into many kinks here. Yeah, this conditioner was awesome as far as detangling is concerned, and I just made sure that I got it through everywhere in my hair, and then made sure that everything was detangled before rinsing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse and catch you guys in a second. Okay, and here we go after a t-shirt dry about 5-6 hours. And this is the hair cream that I'm going to be using. Same brand by Design Essentials, same line, the Almond Avocado Curling Cream for their natural hairline. And then also I'm going to use an Eco Styler gel, and this is the black castor and flaxseed oil type for all types of hair, as well as a brush to make sure that I get everything straight and even and laid down, and then also a variety of combs, as you can see in that pack. I'm probably only going to use about maybe 1 or 2 of those types of combs. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some of the curling cream and put it in my hand. As you can see there, a pretty generous amount, and I'm going to massage this all over my hair, also to kind of help with the parting process. Even though I detangled in the shower, my hair has been wrapped up in a t-shirt for like the last 5 or 6 hours, and it's somewhat starting to dry, so therefore it can be a little tangled as well. So I want to make sure that I get some moisture in there. And as you can see, those curls, like I said, moisturized, luscious curls. The top layer of my hair, as you can see, is straight. That's something that I've struggled with for a while. I believe it's just from wearing a lot of like ponytails, not necessarily from the heat damage. So I'm going to make sure that I part my hair down the middle here, and the front is okay. The back might tend to be not so even, but I'm going to do the best that I can because it's just me in here. But that front part is straight. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little ponytail holder, scrunchie, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to tie off this one side of my hair so I can work on the other side without having any type of interference from this side. So then on this other side, I'm going to go ahead and part again. So essentially, you're going to want to part your hair in 4 sections to start working. And these parts, in my opinion, don't have to be perfect because of the style that I'm trying to achieve. I'm doing Bantu knots, so they don't have, that I'm going to eventually take out later, so they do not have to be 100% uniform. So then I'm going to make sure that I part that section now, because I'm going to start to work on the knots. And you want to part in kind of like a medium sized section, but with Bantu knots you can really go for whatever works for you. Sometimes I do this with big knots and the curls are kind of bigger and a little bit looser, and then sometimes you can do them in smaller knots and therefore the curls are a little bit more tight and close together. So with this section, I'm going to tie off this section as well with just wrapping it around the other part, and then I'm going to go in and with a little bit more moisturizer and make sure that this back part of my hair is fully moisturized, because at the end of the day, the style is probably going to go for about a week, and so I want to make sure that my hair is completely moisturized before twisting it up. So therefore, when it comes out and I take it out, I don't have to use much product. And then I'm going to go ahead and comb through this, and as you can see, it's a little bit of knots, but not too much. So I want to comb it out to make sure I distribute the product evenly, and then that piece I'm going to go ahead and separate with my fingers as well, and put this top piece up with a comb to hold it, and then I'm going to work on this section here and twist it and show you guys how it actually works. So a little bit more moisturizer, and then I'm going to go in once I tie that piece, that stubborn piece, once I wrap it up the proper way, I'm going to go in, make sure everything's good and moisturized, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Eco Styler. With this, you don't need much. This is just to make sure that your curls are uniform and that they stay nice and tight. So I'll make sure that I put that through, and then I take the brush and comb or brush it through to distribute the product. And then now I'm going to take that piece into 2, and hopefully you guys can see it good here. And then I'm going to take it into 2 even pieces and then start to do a 2-strand twist here. So whichever way you go, and I make sure that this is pretty tight. Therefore, when the curls come out, they're pretty tight, even, and uniform. So I want to make sure that I also keep continuing to brush as I braid down every couple of twists to make sure that the hair is evenly laid. It's one little piece in there, you see I didn't brush it too well, and it's 2 hairs that are sticking up, but no big deal. You just want to make sure that you do it to the best of your ability, and I go all the way through to the end with the twisting. And then I want to go ahead and start to knot it. So I twist it around my finger, and then I start to wrap the hair around itself and unravel the twist, or the 2-strand twist, from around my finger and then around the knot, as you can see here. And then once I get to the end, I am going to actually tuck it in. And because the back of my hair tends to be soft, these knots in the back don't really stay too often with me just doing this. So I'm going to go in and do it again. But what you can do also to hold this is either use a small black rubber band or a small ponytail holder, or as you'll see later on in this video, you can also use a bobby pin to hold it. So there's that. Now I'm going to go in and twist again. All right, and here is the finished or semi-finished product, I should say. Bantu knots are all done, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this bonnet on to make sure that I protect everything, and to sleep I go. Okay, so here we are the next morning, or if I'm going to be honest, This is after sleeping on this hair for probably about 3 nights. I wore these Bantu knots a couple of days and then kept them in just to ensure that they were dry. So now I'm going to take some hair oil, and I got this from my beautician in South Carolina. Her Instagram is styled by Melissa, and she is who makes this invigorating hair oil, and that is what I've been putting basically on my edges to help with the postpartum hair loss. And as you can see, I just removed 2 bobby pins that were holding some of the Bantu knots in the back. I'm going to take a couple of drops of this oil. A lot of this goes, a little bit of this goes a long way as well. I'm going to rub it in between the palm of my hands, and there you can see, and I'm going to rub it all over my head and start to unravel the Bantu knots. And the objective here is to make sure that I get the oil over all of the Bantu knots, and basically the oil seals in the moisture from the hair cream or custard that I use to go ahead and do these Bantu knots. So as I take them apart, I want to make sure that I pull them and separate them, and then I also separate those pieces into 2 smaller pieces, and then make sure that I twist the end in between my fingers to ensure that the Bantu knot, when it comes out, it is curled all the way through the ends. And I'm going to continue to do this throughout my entire head until all these Bantu knots are unraveled, as you can see. All right, and we are done. And so as you can see, like, I have a couple pieces that got a little bit loose and a little straight, but for the most part, this came out really bomb. What I'm going to do now is take, if I was going to wear this by itself just like this, I'm going to take a comb, a wide tooth comb. As you can see, I have about 2 options here. I could have used either one, but I'm going to go with this one here. And then I'm going to go through and fluff my hair, because personally I like my hair big. So right now it's still a little tight. So I'm going to go through and comb from the root up, but not all the way through to comb out the curl. I just want to give it basically some volume. And basically, if I was going to wear this, I would let this hair fall, and it would be at its prime at about day 3. So what I'm going to do now is pin this, and then you have pin it on the side for kind of like a little mohawk look that you will have for your holiday. And here you go, perfect hairstyle for a holiday party. All right, thank you for tuning in. See you later.